Hey, what's up, Mr. Keebs? How's the game? I've been too busy to watch. I didn't want to delay the stream any further because my roommate will be home in about 2 hours. So, I wanna get this over with. What's up, Deadwing Dick? Hello, hello. We're still 1-0. Well. Alright, so. Let's wait for at least 3 more people to show up and then we can start. How's it going, Rope? I like that emote. And Penta Water as well. Hello. So there might not be a stream. There most likely won't be a stream this Friday. I'm just gonna go ahead and say no stream. If there is, then surprise, and that's great. But I'm in the middle of a move right now, and so I'm hoping I can get all the big stuff moved over this weekend instead of next weekend, because I have to move out by July 8th, and July 8th is Sunday, next Sunday. So it would be nice if I can get everything done this weekend instead of waiting for next Sunday. Hello, Min. How's it going? 2 a.m. in Vietnam. Nice. Are you watching the World Cup at all? Wix Blue. All right. So we've got at least 5 people in chat. We can go ahead. Okay. So TKC 1800. I don't know what color it is. Maybe the guy told me, but I can't remember. Shout out to Big B's Jacking Fist if he's here. Probably not, but this is his. And so right now we're just doing the unboxing. Maybe I'll build this tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. But other than that, I need to get everything packed and shit. Hopefully this Friday I'll get all the keyboard stuff packed up. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? It's pretty crazy, isn't it, that Germany lost to fucking South Korea. What's up, NGB? Sono Formaggio. Hello, hello. And yes, it's been a long time. I was watching one of your videos on YouTube earlier while opening up my 100 Aristotle switches. Oh man, what are you trying to make? Aristotles or something like that? What's up, Russ? Dead encryption as well. 6 months. Very nice. 6 months of having a footlong. Oh boy. Keyboards better than BMWs. Well, Germany does make a lot of keyboards too. It's just been a while. Maybe their time is over. Now we're gonna welcome our Korean overlords. Okay, so TKC 1800. There's gonna be 2 builds. So I see the Xylent already. These are 78 gram Xylents. So we've already used these switches before. And so it looks like for these, I will most likely have to fucking clip the PC mount prongs. So if I'm doing a build tonight or tomorrow night, I don't think I'll be using these, because I have to do the clipping and shit first. Or maybe I'll get that done. We'll see. Zilio's titles, okay. I also watched the Korea versus Germany match as a Korean. It was a real surprise. I'm sure it was. It's just unfortunate that the win happened right at the end, right? Imagine if it happened early, then maybe, you know, that would have given you guys momentum to keep going. Yeah. Sweden almost beat Germany. Well, they almost drew Germany, I guess. Okay, so we've got Xylents and Kyle Box Navies. Alright, so I think this guy just really likes navy blue. Look at that. Both these switches are navy blue, but both basically on the opposite ends of the noise spectrum, right? You've got switches that are trying to be very quiet, and you've got switches that are just trying to just give your ears a gangbang, basically. Right here, we'll compare the two real quick. Alright, so Xylent. I don't really hear anything. You hear the plastic more than anything. You hear the... Oh god, you can still hear the leaf sound though. Listen to that, the leaf in the spring. See ya, NGB! Catch you later. And then you've got the fucking box navies. Alright, you've got Xylent. Super loud. Navy blue is a nice color. Ah, it is. It definitely is. Okay. So sadly, it seems that box navies actually came with the wrong springs from what I measured. They should come with 65 bottom out, box black, but they actually came with box dark yellow. Oh, really? It actually comes with even heavier springs? Wait, but from what you measured, did you swap them as well? Because the click bar adds weight to it. So did you swap a box black spring in it just to check it out? Okay, alright. Yeah, well, that is unfortunate, yeah. I had no idea. I've never been interested in the Navy switches, so I didn't care. Okay, so we've got two PCBs. We're gonna check them out. We've got a plate over here. We've got two plates. I'm assuming these are both aluminum. So we've got a silver aluminum plate. Let's go ahead and check that out. So that's your aluminum plate. I don't think I want to unwrap it yet. Right, keep it nice and pristine. So it's got switch tart removal and stuff. And so it looks like it's got very squarish cuts, which is good. Usually that means it's going to be tight. Usually, right? It's not always true. And then you've got this arrow cutout is really cool. Look at that. All right, that's pretty cool. Of course, it's a universal plate, so that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, I have no idea. And again, like I said, you know, I've never been interested in the switches, so never actually really looked into it. So that's really good to know. Has anyone mentioned it to Novel Keys, do you know? Okay, and I've got a red plate. Ooh, that is a nice red. So it is brushed red. That's cool. So we'll check this out during the build. Because the finish actually looks really nice, right? You can see the brush lines over here. Right, but I don't want to take it out right now. It's just too easy to bend and damage the plate. Okay, and then we've got the case. Let's check out one of the PCBs too. Oh wow, it's all taped up and shit. Yeah, because these builds are going to take a while because of how big they are. Okay, so we've got the PCB. All right, look at that. Oh, that is a pretty nice PCB. It's actually a very heavy PCB. Then again, it is fucking massive. So so this is the PCB. I like the logo over here. That's pretty cool. The Key Company. So this is made by the Key Company. So it's called a TKC 1800. You will see that it's got two USB spots. Alright, so this one sticks out on the left side. You can easily just swap it over to this one. Well, you have to desolder and solder, but that's not too bad. Alright, and so you've got the PCB. It is just, you know, standard green PCB. The traces look pretty nice. Right, seems pretty neat, right? You can see all the dark green lines. And look at that. Designed by the Key Dot Company, and that looks neat. So it does look neat. I was just saying that. Fucking subliminal messages, man. Okay, you've got your status indicator, these spots over here. And this board just has a lot of expandability. You've got a lot of shit that you can add to it. I believe there's a way to add a Bluetooth module to it as well. Shout out to TM over here. Yeah, just look at that. That looks neat, doesn't it? Look at those lines. Alright, definitely wasn't done by some fucking amateur. Look at that. Yeah, so that's good to see. Okay, so now I'm gonna check if it is programmed at all. I'm not gonna test it right now because I have to test both the PCBs and that's gonna take fucking forever. But I will at least see if it lights anything up. Okay, looks like it is programmed, so I can just test this later on. But that is good. That's good news. I like when the PCBs come with the firmware and layout, everything flashed and ready to go. That's really good. So far so good. So far I will say that the Key Dot Company, this thing at least, has already surpassed some of the other made in America, or, you know, sold kind of, when I say made in America, I don't mean just completely manufactured in America, but, you know, designed in America and the companies in America. But this is pretty good so far, because usually my experience has been pretty bad with stuff that's made in the US. So this is not bad. And so the cool thing about this board, and I'll show you in a bit when we look at the case. Hey, what's up, Zoology? Okay. So yeah, so the case is very light because it's just made of plastic. So kind of going against the grain, I guess, to borrow a shitty cliche. So instead of going aluminum and everything, it's basically a refinished and I believe slightly modified Cherry 1800 case. So it is painted with kind of expect car paint. And I will say first impressions. So first impressions, this thing is very light, and it actually looks very nice. So I'm sure you guys are aware of other American-made keyboard cases that are also powder coated or gloss coated. This one looks and feels way better than those. Yeah, this is pretty nice, actually. So they didn't cheap out on the paint job. It's actually impressive. You know, I didn't think they would care that much. I knew it was a passion project, and you know, they definitely seem like they know what they're doing. I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing. It's more just I'm surprised that they went full try hard with this in a good way. I'm very happy. All right. And I think that if you're gonna go for it, I think that this is the kind of color you should get instead of just getting a generic, you know, plain gloss or whatever color you want. Something that you can't get with regular anodizing, right? Look at this. It's got this speckled finish. What do you even call this? I'm not too into car paint and all that. Well, I used to know this shit, and I actually cared about cars and racing games and all that. Metallic flake, there we go. Yeah, look at that. This is actually quite nice, and of course, this is a very glossy coat, but very smooth. Right? Again, it feels very nice. Okay, so we've got, what is this? So of course, one problem with this is that because they're just using old cases, you might run into issues. Okay, so we found our first flaw. Very big flaw, actually. So I wonder if this was the plastic case that was already fucked, or whether there was paint and then it got messed up. I'm trying to figure out if this was before or after. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is disappointing. Because the paint job otherwise is very nice. Alright, look at this. Quite a big chip over here. The plastic is just kind of just fucked. Wow! Wix Blue! Oh, thank you so much, Zoology. Hey, 9 gift subs already. That's amazing. Thank you so much. We welcome Wix Blue back to the Footlong Sub Club. Damn, it looks pretty nice. Damn, looks damn nice. Yeah, it definitely looks good for plastic, but again, this is so far the main problem with it. That's not good. And it's quite visible too. See, it's sad because everything else, look at the top. That looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. I think this is one of those things I don't mind just leaving at the office because no one will know how much it costs, and then again, it doesn't even cost that much, right? Instead of leaving, you know, something made of aluminum and everything. And this one, you don't really have to worry that much if people are kind of rough with it. No hard feelings, you know, if something gets damaged or whatever. Okay, and then you've got a TKC 1800 badge over here. That's pretty cool. In the back, look at that. That's pretty nice. You've got a plaque at the back. There's TKC 1800. You've got a QR code as well. Automotive grade primer, paint, and clear. There's QMK PCB. 5 PI SPI interface. And it even gives you a link to where you should bring your board, where you should check out to program it. Custom tailored in Michigan. Made in Germany, tailored in Michigan. See, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Okay, that's kind of funny. Okay, so it says, this device complies with the following TKC initiatives. Pay respect to the history of mechanical keyboards. Modify this historical keyboard in good taste while exuding class with a touch of modern aesthetic. Configure full programmability on this badass layout. Users of this keyboard agree to swear an oath to high tactility, deep clicks or cucks, and smooth linearity. Users are encouraged to customize this keyboard as they see fit. See, so, and is it a metallic sticker? I don't know, but it looks like it. All right, look at that. That's pretty neat. Look at that view. Alright, so what do you think? Exactly, yeah, at first glance I thought it was just FCC shit. It is a custom PCB. We were looking at it just now, actually. So it is a custom PCB made by TKC 1800. It's got their logo on it and everything. A tiny t-shirt? Oh yes. Well, actually the shirt is tiny too, but this is a hero in Dota called Tiny. Okay. Wonder if auto-painted customs become a thing. Well, it's actually been a thing. It's not the first time. Let's see. How does it compare to the KVD 1819X looking to beater? Well, I mean, obviously the 19X, that one is full aluminum. That's kind of hard to... It really depends on what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for something that you can actually bring along with you and shit. And I mean, then again, you know, why are you bringing along an 1800? But this thing is cheaper, I believe. It should be cheaper. And it's made of plastic. But again, the finish is nice for plastic, but it's not metal. And I don't know how it sounds yet. And another thing is, this is basically tray mounted, sort of, whereas, well, it is, right? Tray mount should be, yeah. Whereas the 19X is top mounted. So honestly, I wouldn't say they're comparable. It really depends on what you want, unfortunately. And of course, the layout's not exactly the same. I wouldn't be able to use the 1800 layout because the F keys are pretty far. Right, see, so imagine, you know, this should be about your home row, right? Yeah, so this is your home row. See. Alright, so you gotta do some stretching. Or if you have just massive fingers. Rope says, I kind of really like a nice plastic case, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice. Like I said, it's nice to bring to the office and stuff like that and just leave it there. No one really knows, you know, what it does or whatever. And you don't feel so bad if, and you know, because it's plastic, it won't chip and dent as easily. Sort of. And you won't, it doesn't hurt as much if you scratch it or whatever, right? Old Tiny feels bad, man. What's up, Oscar? Bees in the trap. Yeah, it should be a PCB mount because that's what the G80 does, right? Yeah. And yes, there is a plate. Hey, what's up, Zio? Yeah, so it's got a plate, custom-made plate, because the G80 did not come with a plate. It was PCB mount, tray mount, and so this thing adds a plate to it. And so we've got two plates. We've got the silver and the red. And we've got the two PCBs as well. Yeah, so it comes with plate. It's optional. You can choose whether or not you want the plate. Right, I still really want to make a top mount or a sandwich mount PCB mount board, but we'll see. And actually, this is good. Since Zeal is here, I want to say thanks for trying to at least keep PCB mount switches a thing, because I really hate that you don't get a lot of PCB mount stuff anymore these days. I really hate that. Because even if I'm not trying to make a PCB mount board, it's just useful for stuff, right? Aligning switches and shit like that. Case bottom is ripped for your pleasure. Oh yes. Okay. So I guess we can take the board apart to check it out. And so that's a... So how do we open this thing? That's a good question. Okay, so it's got the G80 flip up feed as well. Yeah, so again, how the hell do I open this thing? Because I've never actually owned a G80. And I don't want to just go at it with a spudger or anything like that in case I fuck up the paint job. Plastic clips, right? Hey, what's up, Zim? A little late. So do I just go at it with the fucking spudger? I mean, I see these clips at the back. I just don't know. Oh, there we go. That's a lot easier than I thought. Okay, so you just push the clips down and your case will pop off. Alright, so you've got the two pieces, as you can see, just plastic, you know, pretty empty plastic as well. And so, okay, let's take the red plate out actually. Let's go ahead and do that. And so this is your PCB. Okay. And where the hell does the cable come out of? Hey, Eccentric Max, how's it going? Best stick PBT set for less than 60, I don't know. If it's blanks, maybe Gateron, but other than that, there used to be a set that was okay, but I think they're out of stock, so I can't tell you. Top half groove. Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay, there's one over here. It's actually not on the top half, it's actually on the bottom. Okay, so your cable connects on the inside and it just sticks out. Alright, so again, cable over here. Then here we can try that actually. Whose board? Okay, this is not mine. This is a customer board. It's a repeat customer, actually. Hey, what's up? Not negative. Don't fuck the paint. Yeah, I'm trying not to. Okay. So, put the board in. The cable and everything. Guess it just sandwiches in. Okay, let's see. How can I route the cable so it doesn't fuck with the board? Okay, I think that's the way to do it. Man, okay, but I will say, okay, at the same time, you know, what I'm worried about is, if you look at this over here, oh gosh. When I put the PCB in and everything, you can't just put in any USB cables, cause see how it's tilted to the side? That's kind of a problem. I would say at this degree it's not so bad, but still it's something to watch out for. So you want something with a tiny with just sheet shrink or something like that. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. Won't snitch on the client. Well, I mean, he doesn't show up here very much. He's a busy man. And he's not in the, well, I think he's in the Discord, but he doesn't use Discord very much. But yeah, I mean, yeah, of course you get a custom one. That's why I said, you know, you can't just use any cable. You have to watch out. And if you get a custom cable, you also have to get the shitty heat shrink ones. You can't use a nice custom cable with a nice heat shrinkless connector and all that stuff. Yeah, let's see. So yeah, my gray custom cable would fit and it would just come right out. Okay, and then yeah, so if you have a nice Yarbo cable, you're shit out of luck. Plastic ones are a bit worse than heat shrink in my opinion. Do you mean in terms of reliability? Aesthetics? Because for me, in terms of aesthetics, I like the plastic ones a little more. Well, it depends though. Some are really ugly, so. But heat shrink is ugly most of the time. Almost every time it's just ugly. Because people don't cut it straight enough. And you know, if you don't heat it and then pull it evenly and it doesn't stretch evenly, then it just doesn't look as good as well. Okay, so this cling wrap is very sticky, so maybe it doesn't follow the latest regulations, environmental regulations. So as far as I know, it's the reason why a lot of cling wrap these days suck. They're not as good as they used to make them because of regulations. That's why you'll see for Korean boards they use a shit ton of shrink wrap, and it's pretty good shrink wrap because they still, you know, have unregulated shrink wrap. China especially, actually. Mine were all straight edge. Did you make them yourself? Because the thing is that when you get someone else to make them, it's always difficult, right? People just don't care as much, unfortunately. And so the only way to ensure that is to just do it yourself, or to get someone you completely trust to do it for you. Okay, so we've got the plate. Wow, this thing is very sticky. Zoology says, randomly, I know about this. The bigger makers, Glad and Sarin, stop using the formulation as sticky good because they are being conscious responsible. Other makers of plastic wrap, but fuck it, make it good. Yep. So yeah, that's basically it. And so I mean, you know, the crappy ones are still... Well, I said crappy ones, I guess, okay, crap. Okay, they're still sticky, but just not as sticky, right? Because I remember when I was a kid, yeah, we had shrink wrap. It was amazing. And then, you know, I come here and I get shrink wrap and it doesn't feel as good. Tacky, I guess. Okay. Zio says, I used to make cables before switches. Hey, sounds like somebody else. Well, no. That guy doesn't make switches though. Were you inspired by J-Chan? He's literally my idol. Okay, so we've got a Christmas look going on. Does it support big ass enter? Unfortunately not. I don't think so. Yeah. Nope. It does support the ISO enter. So all you EU folks should be very happy. Very, very happy. Okay, see, so there you have it. This is what it'll look like without switches and stuff. So we'll get that part done. Either tonight, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. Either tonight or tomorrow or after I move. I don't know yet. But the thing is, if I want to do it now, then I have to make sure that I get both builds done before I move. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for now. No one needs this big ass enter. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Fucking Steel Series with that big ass enter keyboard. Not negative says my insto set just got here. Let's go. Very nice. I just realized big ass enter is Bay. Fuck. Small ass backspace. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Any other questions or anything? I'm gonna get back to packing up shit. See, I don't know if you guys can see that. See that big white thing over there? That's the God drawer. So I've got his. He's got hundreds of box switches that, you know, he's not using anymore. There's a duck blackbird there. There is, so what else is in there? I think a TX75 here as well. I think those are the only two now. Because we've gotten rid of most of the other ones. But yeah, so this thing I'm gonna move before I even move my other keyboard stuff. And a ton of PCBs and plates. So you look at this shit. It's a drawer just with God stuff. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at all these plates and PCBs. Yeah, I wonder what he's gonna do with the duck blackbird. I don't think he's gonna build it. Where's the Zephyr? Well, it would be here, and it would have been streamed already if it had arrived earlier. God has his own part of Anthony's apartment. Yeah, pretty much, yes. It's pretty big part too, and yeah, it's all It used to be all filled up, and now he's gotten rid of most of his stuff. The mirror, I mean, he has his mirror with him. Love the plastic bags inside of bags in Asia. Oh yes. One god's trash is another person's pop champ. Oh no, it's just that we're both moving right now, so that's why we have no time to do it. But if it had arrived on time, maybe we could have gotten it out before we were moving. I'm just giving you crap for that. Okay, so that's the 1800. I will let you guys know in the Discord whether we're gonna build it tonight or something. Yeah. So other than that, enjoy the World Cup. Again, no stream this Friday unless something changes. But for now, I will see you all. Hopefully for this build stream, I don't know yet. I'll keep you guys updated. Got it pretty early. Yeah, but not May, right? I'm so disappointed. Okay, so see you guys. See you then. Encryption, Zeal, not negative, Zoology, Chairhorn, Russ, Rope. Who else? Wix Blue. Oh boy. Okay, catch you guys later. I'll keep you all updated about the move and all that good stuff. Country got eliminated by fucking Peru. How do you lose to fucking Peru?